Hi, I'm Sharifah. I'll be doing introduction as well as foreign cases on Walmart Inc. Ethic, as known, is a moral principle that affects decision making and the way leading one's life, what is good and bad for society or individual. It derives from the word ethos, from Greek, means habit or disposition. Ethic covers various parts of our life, for example, language and moral decision. Environmental sustainability defined from Mill and Malthus to Meadow and Brundtland EL as environmental sustainability as the maintenance of natural capital. A concept connects both social and economic sustainability. Environmental ethics, on the other hand, shows human relation with the environment. As a Khalifa of the planet, human beings play a vital role to maintain the sustainability of the environment that's given by God. Animals and other creatures are part of society and not just humans. Therefore, it is important to maintain a balanced ecosystem as it is a functional part of human life. Now, let's talk about Walmart and its ethical behavior. John Furner, the president and the CEO of Walmart US, says that they started with a single discount store that started small with a simple idea of a variety of products for lesser price. This idea has grown for 5 decades now and has been one of the largest retailers in the world. Walmart are now also available on mobile application, which can make everyone's life easier as they are now on fingertips, selling basically anything they are selling offline. Everyday low price (EDLP) is the set stone of their market strategy. Customers are now reaching for them as a one-stop center from grocery to electrical to clothes or even beauty products. They really specialize with the locals and they operate 3 types of primary store according to location needs. Overview of the case: negative feedback, green tech products, and seafood certificate. Walmart, since 1980, has been getting negative responses by the public due to its fraud case on environmental ethics, even when they were the first free company in that time that tried to serve being eco-friendly. Green tech product. The company said that the green tech are shown for eco-friendly product. Although the company placed more than 300 green products at its climate of success, it didn't set a good outline for retailers on the environmental monitor standard. They even, as I said before, received a backlash from the public and the name was tarnished badly. As the public learned that they have fraudulently claimed its campaign, even being one of the first major retail campaigns to sell environmental safe product in recyclable or biodegradable packaging. They also see that major opportunity for improvement also comes from supplier, say Tyler Ilm. Seafood certificate on Walmart. In 2006, study predicting wild seafood of any species within the next 50 years will go down.
7 trillion animals are dragged out of the ocean every year. We could see fishless oceans by 2048.
If the oceans die, we certainly will.
Peter said that they are starting to have a hard time meeting suppliers. He, who is the vice president for seafood and dairy, said that it will be much more difficult in another 5 years if we add 250 more stores as planned. Despite that, Walmart commit to collaborate with MSC certified supplier that helps give supplier an incentive to seek certification. This will reduce the process that is really costly and timely. Worldwide Fund for Nature plays a vital role in the partnership by helping in certification for boats, operators, and processors. This will help small fishery become certified and can keep the fast pace of seafood demand. This also will help to reduce illegal fishery as they will be hard to trace. This will help to control the company from committing illegal business that will harm the ecosystem. So now we're going to talk about ethical concepts and theories on Walmart case. The first one is ethical decision making. In order to fulfill the EDM process, one needs to fulfill all the steps of EDM. According to Jones' ethical decision making, each should be taken to address the moral issue. The first one is recognize moral issue. For this, we can refer to Walmart seafood certificate incident, where Walmart have seen a huge demand on the seafood. But according to Stanford report in 2006, that wild seafood species will be gone in 50 years. Second one is make moral judgment. Walmart has looked at the options available to make a judgment and have seen collaborating and signed certificates with MSC. The reason for this is because MSC not only will make sure that Walmart can fulfill the public's demand, but also take welfare of other parts of the fishery industry, like helping suppliers to seek certificate incentive. Third one is establish moral intent. As upon signing with MSC, they announced their goal to only carry 100% MSC certified wild-caught fish in its stock within the next half-decade. The fourth one is engage in moral behavior. The last step taken is to make sure to maintain their decision. They promise to maintain a good term with MSC. This is a good way to motivate the industry to practice ethical ways of fishing. According to Jip Ellison, he pointed that his firm will keep on actively pursuing an environmental agenda that will help the public differentiate them with their competitors. They said they have outlined good business sustainability plans that will help Walmart get better drive down costs to generate profit, and as they want to maintain to be profitable and sustainable. The second theory is corporate social responsibility. We can refer to Walmart paper towel incident where they have been getting a big backlash from the public. However, they have gained consciousness and ready to bring back to the community. In reducing the company footprint, Lee Scott Jr., the CEO of Walmart, said that that's the future plan. It shows that the company is taking corporate social responsibility seriously in order to maintain a better future for the environment. They also plan to create zero waste and only supply with their renewable energy. To increase selling products, they sustain both their resources and most importantly the environment. They illustrate that the paper towel incident clears to see that most opportunity for environment improvement resided with suppliers. Conclusion and recommendation. Last but not least, ethically Walmart was wrong, but the company has shown tremendous change in the past few years. The paper towel incident happened in the late 80s. At the time, sustainability was just a mere thing, and people wasn't really sure what was it about. But to be able to take a leap, to be different, is a big step on Walmart. Even so, we cannot deny that they were unethical in lying and overclaiming their product. Despite that, they are now one of the most sustainable companies that not just maintain to be eco-friendly, but have donated to numerous organizations in making the world a better place.
Hi, I'm Aishwerya. I'll be presenting the local case Ta'an. Ta'an Holdings is a resource-based company with logging as its main activity. Now, the company is also involved in processing of timber, oil palm plantation, and is now the biggest forest product businesses in Malaysia. Moving on, I will share with you an overview of the case. The first thing to know about the company is that it has been receiving negative attention from the media due to abuse of power by the chairman, Datuk Sepawi. Sepawi has been able to accelerate growth of Ta'an through the fourth Chief Minister of Sarawak that happens to be his first cousin. Besides abuse of power, Ta'an faces serious accounts for threatening Sarawak's rainforest. Second, logging in orangutan habitats. The company joined hands with GTFN, which is one of WWF's program to encourage legal and sustainable timber products trade. The program aims to help companies produce and trade credibly certified products. Unfortunately, it was found that the company had intentions of clearing large areas of land within Heart of Borneo, equivalent to twice the size of Singapore. In addition, GTFN had evidence that the company possessed logging licenses in orangutan habitats. In an environmental impact assessment by Jabatan Alam Sekitar Malaysia, it was noted that there were endangered animals spotted on the site. The assessment also reported that the company had caused severe impact on the flora and fauna as the natural habitat was destroyed terribly. The third, slash and burn practice. Let's watch a short clip.
It's a time when many farmers set fire to their land, a tradition that dates back to ancient times.
It destroys biodiversity, it destroys the soil, it can destroy crops, it can destroy communities. It's just so destructive. It's not the best way to practice agriculture.
Known as slash and burn, the fires actually make the earth fertile for a short time because plant remains fall to the ground and mix with the otherwise barren soil. But the fires also release huge amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
These practices worsen the haze situation in Malaysia. Now that we understand the case, let's point out several ethical theories and concepts that we can relate to this case. The pillars that make up an ethical leader is moral manager and moral person. Sepawi's action to obtain logging licenses using the influence of his cousin, the Chief Minister of Sarawak, shows that he has no integrity, neither any honesty. A moral person is always concerned about taking actions that does not affect the interests of society. However, Sepawi's action clearly caused a lot of damage to the environment, which is one of society's most important interests. Sepawi lacks qualities of a moral person. He is sure to be a poor moral manager. A moral manager is someone who communicates ethics, uses the reward system, and is a role model to the employees. Thus, employees in Ta'an are working in an environment where there are no enforcement of ethical standards. Hence, having an unethical manager gives rise to many unethical decisions. The first proposition, social responsibility, arises from social power. Firms, unlike individuals, have greater power and greater influence over issues such as the environment. With their long presence, they must act responsibly because actions by businesses greatly affects the environment we live in. Hence, Ta'an should carry out business activities responsibly to ensure the continuity of the business while safeguarding the interests of the environment. The adverse impacts of logging in orangutan habitats, practicing slash and burn activities, shows that the company did not consider the environmental costs carefully. When considering to proceed with their business activity or not, the company was either careless or behaved ignorantly to calculate the potential impact that it will cause the environment. The protection of orangutan and efforts to reduce open burning are some of the environmental problems that the government is actively pursuing. Instead of acting against the interests of the society and the government, as a powerful business entity, they have a moral obligation or a moral duty, just like any other individuals, to be involved in the social problems mentioned earlier.